Welcome back to another episode of SI College Road Trip. This week we are here at Penn State with social media influencer and a Penn State student, Katie Feeney. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Okay, so you're a senior here at Penn State and you've been creating content for a very long time. Tell us about your content creation journey.
Yeah, I started off just for fun with my friends, actually in middle school. So I've been at it for a while. Got into high school, took a little break, kind of let the opinions of others get in my head a little bit, and then I realized that this makes me really happy, so continue to just create content all throughout high school. Quarantine happened, I think because I didn't have to go to school, I really was able to be my full creative self, and that was my biggest growth period. Going to Penn State, switched more into like lifestyle, and then going on the field for my first Penn State football game shifted me into sports content, and since then I've been traveling all over, going to different sporting events, and it's been my favorite of this entire journey so far.
Yeah, you literally travel all over. You were just in London, right, for an
Yes.
NFL game, which was amazing. How do you balance it all?
It's a bit tricky. It definitely took some getting used to. I wake up really early. I don't get a whole lot of sleep, and I need a to-do list. That is what keeps me grounded. But yeah, I don't really like to relax. I think that's the main thing. I love to be super busy.
So we're gonna walk around. You're gonna show us the Penn State
Of
campus. We're gonna
course.
talk a little bit more about your journey.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but you have more social media followers than Penn State's quarterback, Drew Aller. What does that say about how powerful social media is? Because that's pretty crazy.
I mean, I think if Drew posted the amount of times I did, he'd have twice as many. But I mean, it's pretty crazy. I think, I actually have a lot of respect for Drew because, he could be getting a million different NIL deals, but he's really focused on the game. And I mean, it says a lot that he has the following he has without really posting much because he's really well respected.
Yeah.
And people love him.
How many times a day are you posting?
Ooh, it depends on what platform. I post on every platform every day. Some 3 times a day, Snapchat 50 to 100 times a day.
Wow.
YouTube, yeah, like 3 or 4 times a day. Instagram, I try to post every day too.
100 times a day.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I just take pictures of everything. People will see me around campus. I think you just have to enjoy it. This has been the first time in my life where I've had so many people recognize me, especially on game days, and it's fun and I love meeting people, and I've also met a lot of people that have said they've come to Penn State because of me. That means everything.
So you mentioned that you work with the football team. What's the most rewarding part about working for the football team?
The fans and the energy they bring is like nothing I've ever seen before. No NFL game has compared. The whiteout is honestly, the fans at the whiteout are crazier than the fans at the Super Bowl, so that's the most rewarding.
Yeah, okay, so you were the first social media correspondent for the Washington Commanders, which is so cool. What was that experience like?
It was just a full circle moment. I grew up a Washington fan, my entire family. Before working with the Commanders, my first NFL game and only NFL game I had gone to was a Washington game when I was younger. So my parents thought it was so cool, and they're such a great team to work with, and they're having an amazing season this year.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels he's the GOAT. So yeah, it's really cool to see how awesome they're doing now.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
Why do you think people connect with your content?
I give it in a perspective where I feel like it can relate to other people, and it seems like anyone is able to do it. I'm showing it from the sideline, but it's on my phone, so it doesn't seem as distant as maybe a TV would feel.
It's authentic,
Yes.
right? And I think people resonate with that more now than ever. How important is it to you to remain authentic, especially as you've expanded and grown in your career?
Yeah, it's everything. I think that's why I've developed such a loyal following after so many years, is because they've seen me in each stage of my life, and I've just been true to myself, and as I'm learning, they're watching in real time, like me growing, and I'm just a human, so I mess up, and I'm learning through all of this too, and I think just being real and showing your true self. And I think sometimes when I first started, I had, a lot of lighting and production, and I felt like that was the most important, but now I feel like just talking as if I'm on FaceTime reaches the most people and feels the most authentic.
What's your tip for someone that's trying to grow on social media? Asking for a friend, Katie. Trying to get the TikTok rolling.
Oh, you can do it. I mean, you're killing it, but I think consistency, you do have to, just posting a ton. That's what has worked for me. I post every day, and the things that you don't think people want to see is what they do probably want to see, and ends up getting the most engagement. So just post, and
Starting
it'll
tomorrow,
work.
I'm gonna start Snapchatting 200 times a day. Here
Yeah,
we
200, you gotta beat me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I don't know how gonna talk. This is so good. So we are here at the iconic creamery on Penn State's campus, Berkey Creamery. It's Katie's, but you're only your second time here?
This is only my second time here. The first time I went was freshman year, now I'm a senior, so it's all coming through now.
So we'll cap off the interview with a little bit of mint chip ice cream. Cheers.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10?
Of the mint chip ice cream I've had, I'd say this takes top 3.
Thank you so much for joining us. So much fun.
Thank you for having me. I hope you enjoyed Penn State.